Hello, good morning, and welcome back to From Graphic Journal to Graphic Novel. As you can see, I'm putting some cream around my eyes that are so dry and so wrinkly, probably because I am not enough hydrated, or maybe because it's morning and I have sleep apnea, and so I don't have enough oxygen on my skin. Today is different scenery because since last time my telephone it's a mess, and it's the way I film usually, and I don't have enough storage. And last time I recorded from Zoom, but I was in my home studio and there the connection is not very good. And so the image was so pixelated that today I've traded my cute studio with all the art on the back for my couch. Those people who come to the Graphic Journal Club knows this already, because sometimes I give the Graphic Journal class from this couch, especially when we meet also for the introvert session, which it's not recorded anymore, but yeah, when we meet for this 1 hour drawing together, I'm often here. I love being on the couch and I have a big window in front of me. So I guess that the Wi-Fi is here and the window, so good connection, good light. I hope for a better quality. Okay. I'm here for our monthly checkout around my graphic novel, the graphic novel I'm working on. What's going on in the what's been going on in the past month. So if you are seeing this, you are probably on Patreon. You are maybe supporting this in the From Graphic Journal to Graphic Novel tier, that I remember is like €5 a month to receive this video, or maybe you are an higher tier on Patreon, or maybe I've shared this as sometimes I share this video in my Substack email, in order to ask to people in the Substack newsletter, uh, come to Patreon and you can support this work. But if you cannot, or if you don't want to, it's okay. So before I start, let me count those stitches. Uno, due, tre. Okay, one more to go. I thought that I brought with me my knitting in order to relax a little and talk about how is it going, my graphic journal journey, graphic novel. Okay, I've been going to the university library, as I was saying in the last episode, because I needed I I love to go there because there I can be silent and alone. Nobody is engaging in conversation, and I don't know anyone there. Sorry, my telephone is ringing. I'm just put it on do not disturb, because I live in a small town and I've been living here for like 25 years now. Yeah, 20 22 years. Um, so, or 22, I guess. So I know a lot of people. And so when you go to the cafe, especially if you go always to the same place, you always meet somebody that you know and it's fun. But when you want to have a little bit of incognito mode, it's very difficult. Uh, on the contrary, at the student university library, it's like all young student. They go there to study, and there are not a lot of old people like me, almost not old people in the morning, like and it feels very good because I go there, I pick a table, I'm alone, but also there are a lot of silent people around, so there is no distraction, but also I don't feel completely isolated. When I need to concentrate, for example, if I do this at home, I cannot do this because at home I'm too much, too lonely, too alone. And so I'm like, maybe I stand up, maybe I eat from the fridge, maybe I scroll on Instagram, and too much freedom for me equals no freedom. I need to have a little bit of like frame around to feel free. Um, what I've did this past month is like last time I worked on cleaning the pages, but also putting text, French, Italian, and English. The Italian, like I draw the comics in Italian, but sometimes it needs to be a little bit, I don't know, cleaned. And the idea is then to have a clean version of the three different languages. And the idea was to have those pages to send to this agent I have found so that he can build up a book proposal. And he asked um, 10 to 15 pages for my book. It was very difficult because what I've done is I've cleaned and translate. I didn't finish the other language, but at least in French, I've cleaned and translated 70 pages, not 10, not 15, not 17, but 70. The thing is that the book has a structure that I'm I'm not a theoretician, uh, so I'm doing something that I don't even know if it's good or not. The book starts with a random scene, black and white, with just one color, and we see a guy which is clearly a trans guy because he put like some bandage around his chest, and then he put a sock into his trousers, and then he go out in the San Francisco end of the 60s, beginning of the 70s, and he go in San Francisco in how do you call it, in adult movie theater, and he go there and he find the guy and he cruise this guy, and this is just 2 pages, and then it stops and then it starts again. So the book starts 3 times. It starts with these 2 pages, and then we don't see this character for a long time. And this character is Lou Sullivan after his gender transition, at least a social transition. And and then the book starts again with the present days, like few years ago, like maybe 3 years ago, and it's my story. uh, it's my character trying to enter the gym. I don't know. Oh, Mark, how do you say? Those places when you go and change and shower, locker room, the gym locker room, and he go to the gym, he say hello, he pass his card to enter, like his member card to enter, and when he enters, He goes to the locker room and he's like, no, I cannot do it. Where do I go? Do I go to the men's or do I go to the woman's locker room? I look like a man, but when I'm naked, I my body, I don't know. And so he's like, and he goes away, and then he starts thinking and talking about masculinity, which is this is the idea I have around my book, trying to make sense of masculinity for a guy like me who's been male for 6 years. 6 years is not a lot, even if also if you think I've been living as a female for 40, so it's like it's pretty new. So how do I navigate this? And my idea of this book is to use as much as reference as I can to get help from uh, other people than me that have experimented this subject, so that I don't have to give my voice around this. I can just live my life as a character and use and use what other people already said about this. Um, and then so we see this character trying to enter the gym. He cannot. He goes back at home. He changes like okay, maybe I can already dress as gym clothes, and all the little detailed things that I need at the gym, maybe I can bring them in some ways. And then he go back to the gym, and then he train at the gym, and then he think again about masculinity, but this stays with him all the whole morning. And he comes back and he talk about the masculinity. It's like a monologue, and with quoting and citing the sources and all this. There is all different like text, and at some point he say, okay, stop for now, I need to take a shower. And then he stops, and before we see going him taking a shower, the book starts again one more time, and it starts for the third time. And here we have pages black and white, and there is this little girl, and it's Christmas, and her grandma gave her a journal, a diary to write in. And she's like, oh, I'm so happy. And it's 1961, so it's the 60s. And this little girl has this journal, and she starts writing in this journal. And yeah, and we can see her few days, few pages in which she start writing in this journal, and she discovered the Beatles and all sort of things. And then the book will be all this, will be back and forth, until one precise moment when I would like the two characters meet. So to make understand all this, at least these three beginning are 70 pages. So I needed to do this to make this agent understand what I want to do. And he said that he loved the pages, but also he said that he only need for the book proposal, he will only need 10 pages. And so now I don't know what to do. I asked him, can if he can help me to choose, because I don't know in which way I can make a possible new publisher, or maybe also my old publisher. I don't know. Uh, I don't want to think about publisher anymore. I love them. I love my publisher. the Italian and the French one, no problem with this. But only I want somebody else to take care of all the payment, the aspect of the contract, the yeah. I don't want to think about this anymore. At least I don't want to be the first one to do this. I'm if this goes well with this agent, I must feel I feel very happy to have somebody that will be a bridge between my contract and the publisher and me. Um, but yeah, I asked him if he can help me to do this. And I've been thinking, he answered, I've sent those pages Friday, and he asked me, he answered Saturday, and today is Monday, and I couldn't answer because I like old me, unprofessional me will be like, okay, 10 pages, okay, I will do the selection. But I was thinking about this, the whole, why am I doing this? Like I have air. I was all the weekend, I thought about, I'm not able to do this, and also I want to be able to delegate, and I want him to help me in some way because I guess that I'm too much into the doing of my book to think about what are the best pages. I need at least one hint about how to choose. Um, yeah, so we are at this phase. The thing is that having the agent, I hope will be good to have a cool contract, so to have a good down payment for my book. If I stays with the same or not, I don't know. It depends, but I want to be able to afford my life and don't be so precarious because I choose uh, to take time off working money job or even tattooing because I'm into this graphic novel thing without being paid like it's not. I want to respect the work I do. This is my motivation. It's not that I want so much money that I want to buy a car or whatever. I don't gain a lot of money, and also I don't care. I guess I don't care. I don't need so much money to live. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't have a car or whatever. I don't go on holiday so much. But also like it could be very cool to have to don't be scared about like, oh my, I have a plumbing problem at my house. I don't have the money to pay the plumber or something like this. Or I have a medical condition and I cannot work. Or how can I do? I don't want to stress. I don't want to live my life stressed. And the other day, I had this appointment here in French with uh, s- some place where you can have money. It's like an help for people who they work on their own. That you declare how much do you gain each 3 months, and if you didn't gain enough, they can help you. But you have to go to those appointments and justify that you don't gain enough, or at least show what's your work, why do you need this kind of help. And the woman there was very cool, and she was like, I understand we are working on this, it's very cool, I understand it's very difficult to be precarious, I understand. And I said maybe what I would like to do is having like a part-time job, like with a salary, but in some place like the library or something like this, and some place that where maybe I can do classes. And she said to me, maybe you can go to work to the supermarket because there they also send books. And I was like, what? uh, and it's okay to work at the supermarket, no problem. But it's fun that when you are an artist, and I'm living in France, and France, I must say, it's pretty amazing. I'm from Italy. In Italy, artist doesn't, the work doesn't exist. It's not a job. In France, it's way better. But even like this, you say, okay, my work is like drawing, and it's like, yeah, but it's not a real job. And every time I say to myself, okay, so why you do you make people study as an artist, like at the university. I did this. At the university, I study drawing. So why you make me live there for 3, 4 years, I don't know, and give me grades and all these kind of things, and if it's not a real job? Okay, I don't know if you could, if you could. Okay, I don't know if you can hear this. It's my Alexa app that every Monday morning at 10:30, she reminds me to clean the house. For it's She's been doing this for years because once I did a deep cleaning of the house on a Monday morning, and I was like, "Oh, it feels so good to clean the house. I must do this every week." And I set a reminder on Alexa, and each week Alexa says to me, "Remember, clean the house." She's talking, and I never did it any. uh, at least not on the Monday morning. So, okay, so this was my graphic novel adventure so far, trying to translate those many pages because I wanted, how do you say, um, wait, I need to count to know what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, because I wanted to have a vision, and then now the next step will be um, decided which 10 pages are the best to talk about this book, and then hoping that I will have a cool publishing contract that will allow me to be relaxed in what I do, allow me to pay for groceries light-hearted, because sometimes when you're like, maybe I should buy this brand and not this brand because I can check the price at kilos, the general price. This is less expensive. Maybe I buy this, and always checking the prices. It's like pretty exhausting. Um, and then once I will be finished with this agent dossier, with this book proposal, I will be back on drawing the next of the book, because the books, it will be, I guess, 300 pages around this, because we have a lot to unpack, and there are two books, one into the other. It's a pretty big, uh, yeah, it will be a lot of work, but I'm also very happy to do this. It makes me very happy to do this. And I'm lucky that I can find a way to do it. And also, I'm lucky that I can come here on Patreon and yeah, and talk about this to you. And if you are catching this not on Patreon, please come on Patreon. If you are watching this, maybe because I shared or somewhere else and you are at this point, come on Patreon. Also because Patreon, there are different kind of way of paying, and all the tier receive at least one present after 3 months, one piece of merch. And there is also one tier which is 20 euros a month, and each three months you receive a piece of merch. There is a mug, there is a t-shirt, there is a print, there is a sticker, but this is all only for the VIP. And the VIP also have a different chat in which they can almost like directly chat with me. Also, other tier have a group chat. I love the Patreon chat, even though I guess that they could improve the chats on Patreon because it would be so cool that the chat on Patreon looks like how do you call um, like a Discord, like that you can more organize those chat, but not for now. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's very cool to being able to talk about this project to you because also it helps me to um, to realize that even sometimes I'm like, I'm not going, like, I'm not working enough. I'm not, yeah, I'm not, how do you say, I'm not progressing enough on this project. The fact that I'm some kind of way obliged, I oblige myself, but obliged to come here twice a month. Once it's with this podcast video around the process, and the other it's the end of the month in which I send you this creation journal I'm keeping day to day, um, helps me to see from another perspective that even when I think I'm not doing enough, it's enough because there is always progress and it's cool. So let me know if you enjoy this. Let me know if you are here. Let me know if I'm talking alone. Let me know if you're working on a graphic novel or on a project. Maybe you have question or maybe just you want to brag. Please talk to me and come to Patreon, even as a free member. Uh, Please, let's go out of social media. I know that I should do snippets of those videos for social media, but I don't do it because I don't know why. So if you are here out of Instagram, I thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm very glad and grateful that you are here. Okay, thank you. Ciao, ciao.